Donnie is experiencing what is commonly called a daylight hallucination.
All right, well, welcome to We're the Worst.
We are the worst.
We're a podcast that discusses the worst stories humanity has to offer. My name is Maggie Ringy.
I'm Andrea Toledo.
And our guests today are the guys from We Need to Talk, Steven and Nate. Hi, guys.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
This was way too official. I did not like it. I'm sorry. In my brain, I was imagining us doing our normal thing, and then all of a sudden be like, hey, Maggie, I really got to talk to you.
we should have talked ahead of time.
We should have, but
made a plan.
You just wanted to be super professional, and I wanted to be normal.
A little bit. Well, you're usually the professional one, so
yeah, that's
it's nice.
True.
We switched it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's still plenty of time to wreck it.
Yeah,
perfect.
We're just gonna crash and burn. Really excited about that. So,
and we're live, and people can view that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So, gentlemen, tell us a little bit about your show.
So our show is two best friends, me and Meader, or Steven and Pepin, or I don't know, however you want to put it. We talk about anything, love, life, the pursuit of happiness, and we get sometimes controversial, sometimes we're funny, sometimes we're smart, usually not so smart, though.
You can speak for yourself on that one.
Okay, usually very smart then.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, hashtag smart comedy. We like to talk about, it's usually philosophical type stuff. Quasi-philosophical, maybe modern philosophy.
Sometimes you talk about dogs.
So, yeah, we talked about dogs that one time, and you guys were there for that. That was an awesome episode.
Yeah, and that was when I decided I did not want to be friends with Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And yeah, here we are.
And I joined a cult.
That's right. You're our, what is he again? High priestess?
High priestess.
Oh, nice. I've always wanted to be a high priestess.
Welcome.
Thank you guys so much.
High priestess of the cat cult.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just kidding, Nate. We can be friends.
Oh, we don't have to be.
Okay.
He accepted it so fast.
I mean, I kind of like rivals better.
Awesome.
Oh,
awesome.
Because then we can push ourselves farther to, say, some awesomeness.
And try to, sabotage each other?
Well, no sabotage. This has to be, a good kind of rival. It's not like...
Oh,
this is the
okay. So
we're
competing against each other.
Yeah.
You have a dog cult, and you have a cat cult.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but our cat cult is, into all the animals.
Yeah, but mine is not into dogs. It's cats, but not dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you have an you're the anti-cult to their cult.
Yeah, well, yeah. So my cult includes part of their cult, but it also excludes part of their cult.
Oh, I see.
Fair.
We don't like you.
Okay, yeah.
Goodbye.
Good. Yeah, rivals. So great. Well,
I just want to do a shout out to these mugs because these are amazing. They hold so much liquid. They're nice and thick, and the actual decal on the actual decal on it is wicked clean. It's not like one of those sticker ones that is gonna tear off.
Yeah.
This is a really nice mug. Thank you guys for it, and it dresses our set nicely. Now we don't have to have these cans all over with logos.
Nice.
We get to promote you guys instead.
Yeah, I like how you put the can in the cup.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a can holder, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's what that is. It's a koozie. And also, just so you know, the llamas, their names are Norbert and Felicia.
Okay. I'm getting a bit of an Angry Beavers vibe from one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I named him after the dragon.
Okay. Which dragon?
In Harry Potter.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that Hagrid has.
Yeah, that's my jam, Harry Potter.
Okay, fair enough.
These are the mugs that people are talking about.
Yeah, those are our mugs.
So those are currently sold out, but if people would be interested in something like that or different merch of that nature, they should be reaching out to you guys.
Absolutely. We can make merch, and we're happy to sell it.
Hey guys, welcome to my show. It's called We Are the Worst.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything.
Steven's in charge now.
I just literally hijacked your show. Sorry about that. All right, you guys take back over.
I don't know how I feel
okay.
about this.
So typically what we do on the show is we each have a story.
Okay.
And we take turns going first. Since we are doing, I guess, 3 stories, I don't know what's happening. Drea and I picked one story that we
Okay.
both researched.
Okay. My understanding was we were each going to have one, and then we'd
Gotcha.
record back-to-back episodes, and you'd have two instead of one. But I brought one, and you guys brought one, so let's just do that, because
Yeah.
Nate seems very unprepared.
No, I read what mine was. So,
So it's all up here.
Yeah, it's all up here.
100%. And that's
Oh.
how is that how you do yours?
No, we have notes.
See,
We do
that's what a
notes.
professional does.
Well-
Nate's gonna make one up.
We're
Okay.
officially professionals.
Okay.
So you're not part of this club.
Nate, why don't you just provide commentary, running commentary?
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
So we usually take turns. But since we have more than just the two of us, you guys, if you want to start us off, you're
Yeah.
more than welcome.
I can
to
definitely do
your
that.
story.
So I brought today a story from the great state of Maine, which is my
Ooh.
home state. So, or where I grew up at least, and where this guy grew up. So I think this is gonna hit pretty close to home. It's from southern Maine too. So
Yay, Maine.
it's real close by. I'll drop the sources: NewEngland.com, NewEnglandHistoricalSociety.com, MaineToday.com, and Wikipedia.
Okay.
Classics.
Nice.
So those are all approved.
All
Yes.
good sources.
Okay. And this is called the Saco River Curse.
Fun.
So we have a curse here today.
Oh my gosh, I
don't
didn't
think
know
I've
that
heard
there
of
was
it.
a curse on that river.
I didn't either, and this blew my mind, so I'm really excited to talk about
Oh
this.
shit.
So the Saco, one of Maine's largest rivers, starts in the White Mountains, and it empties into the ocean at Biddeford Pool. The Saco Key Indians lived near the mouth of the Saco. Now, obviously, they're not Indians, they're Native Americans, but that's what it says on all these New England things, so I'm just going to roll with it.
I think it's acceptable to say Indians now or American Indians.
Okay.
I think I'm not 100%. I think it depends on the person that you're speaking with.
Fair enough. Well, if anyone has objections to that, then...
Yeah. Please let me know how wrong I am.
But, I mean, I'm speaking specifically of the Saco Key natives, so I think maybe that adds to the officiality of it or the acceptableness of it if I'm, like,
Okay.
naming a specific tribe.
Sure.
Maybe. That sounds like a legitimate thing. Anyway, so there was a guy named Squandro, and he was the leader of the Saco Key Indians. He was considered dignified and solemn, and Squandro was believed to have powers of sorcery and magic.
Ooh. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm into this.
So in 1631, English colonists began settling in a town called Winter Harbor, which later became Saco, in the Saco Keys territory.
Okay.
And under Squandro's leadership and diplomacy, the natives and the colonists lived side by side in peace. And
That's really nice. You don't hear that. You
You
don't
don't.
usually hear that. Usually you hear murder
Usually-
and mayhem and white people being awful.
and I'm sure we'll get there, but you have to believe that at some point, like you hear all the time, like Thanksgiving and all of that. They were living together in peace and harmony,
For sure.
and growing together
At one point, yeah.
until white people fucked it all up like they normally do.
Oh, white people.
So let's find out what the white people do. So an English ship one day was anchored in the mouth of the river, and 3 sailors decided to launch a rowboat to explore the island. And there they found a woman and an infant in a canoe. The infant's name was Menui, and the Englishman wanted
What
to...
was the woman's name?
That may be disclosed later. Probably not, though, because that information wasn't available.
It was
Okay.
Daria.
I'm ready to be an outraged feminist again.
I'm excited. So the Englishman, as Englishmen do, wanted to test an old myth that Native American infants can swim at birth like a dog or a duck.
What?
That's
That's a myth. What?
That was the myth
What?
that the Englishman in 1631 had.
Okay,
Babies
so,
can swim.
Oh,
When newborn babies can swim. So why is that a myth?
but don't test it.
Why not?
Why would you test it? Oh my god, you were just gonna throw a baby
I'm
into
not
some
gonna
water?
Why would you throw a baby? No, you gently guide them
Don't,
into the
no,
water and
no.
you test the theory. It's a hypothesis, but they
Don't.
really can.
Do not test it. Okay, people listening at home, do not put babies in pools or rivers or bodies of water ever
it.
to test if they can swim. Do not listen to Drea. She is a villain.
Continue.
So they took Menawi and they threw him into the Saco River.
See, that's the bad way to do it.
Okay, what's the good way to
There
test-
is no good way to do it. You just don't do it.
You gently guide them in. You just gently guide them in.
Oh,
We're going to
you
get
like-
so much.
You like hold them there and see how they react and
Yeah.
like don't let them go into the water. Or anything.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they chucked him into the water and were like, let's
Okay.
see.
So as long as you're holding on to the baby, fine.
Yeah.
Don't let the baby go.
I'm not that horrible of a human.
We're going to get so much backlash.
Nate, what were you going to say?
I've seen some videos of people doing this with babies. Like they'll just have the baby in like say a pool and they'll just kind of hold their hands underneath, and then you'll see the baby just start paddling instinctively. It's been on Reddit a couple times, and
Oh.
you know I don't think that way is inhumane. And babies have that instinct, but yeah, throwing a baby into the water, I mean, it sounds kind of cool, but probably pretty bad.
Well, the cover of Nirvana,
Oh yeah, that's right.
is a little baby boy, and he was swimming underwater.
I'm pretty sure that's Photoshop.
It is from the 90s.
Photoshop. They had Photoshop in the 90s.
No, because they really do swim under. Okay, continue.
I don't know if this was underwater though.
I am outraged, and I'm sure it was Photoshop.
It's an infant submarine.
Yes. It's just an infant submarine.
So after it was thrown in the water, there are different versions of what happened next. According to one version, the woman dove in, saved the baby, but he died soon afterwards. According to another, both the woman and the child drowned, the woman trying to save the baby. And according to a third, the woman was pregnant, and all the lives were lost that day. So there was an infant, but she was also pregnant at the same time.
Okay.
So she dove in to try and save him and drowned, and 3 lives were lost instead of 2, which all of that is awful. But
And then all of the American Indians came and murdered those white men. Please and thank you.
So it turns out the woman was actually Squandro's wife, and
Shit.
the baby his son.
Squandro's trying to like have peaceful relations with these people, and they murder his wife and son like bitches. They are bitches, not the wife and son.
That's what I thought you meant at first. I'm like, whoa.
No. These dudes that are doing the murdering, they're the bitches, and I will punch them.
Okay. Let's just time machine it up.
Great,
Let's go.
great
First them,
podcast time machine.
then we'll go and hit Hitler real quick.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We can just make a sidebar. It's fine. It's fine.
So legend has it that Squandro then cursed the river, commanding the spirits to take the lives of 3 white men every single year until they left the shores of the Saco.
Huh? I'm into that. I am definitely into that.
I would like that power.
So after doing that, Squandro supposedly persuaded the Androscoggin tribe to attack Winter Harbor in an opening blow of King Philip's War. So this started a war.
Shit.
This was a big, big deal in Maine. It wasn't until 1947, 316 years later, that the curse was finally considered broken, as nobody drowned in the Saco River that year. And this was announced in the Maine Sunday Telegram.
I love that.
That's fantastic.
That's the announcements I need to see in my life. Just, oh, the curse was broken. Okay, no more coronavirus. Just curses are being broken.
My main question is, how did they break the curse?
By nobody drowning.
Nobody like that's not breaking a curse. That's just like the curse not happening.
Everyone wore a life jacket that year.
That was known as the Year of the Life Jacket. The Saco River is actually in Ripley's Believe It or Not. They call it the River of Death.
Ooh.
That's fun because, like, all I want to do every summer is get a tube and float down the Saco. Like, every summer, that's like, let's plan to do this. Let's do it. And we end up not, but it's my dream. That is my...
To float the River of Death.
Yep.
Now
and
that
I
the
didn't
curse
know
is
it was
broken.
the River of Death, but I'll wear water wings.
That's probably a good idea, but when the water spirits take hold and drag you under, I don't know if the water winds will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Wait, there's water spirits?
They're called nymphs.
Yeah, that's who Squandro asked to take them.
Oh.
Yeah, he cursed the river, commanding the spirits to take the lives of 3 white men a year.
Oh. Oh, I was just assuming it was the water being turbulent.
No, it's
Off they
Poseidon's
go.
friends.
Okay.
Poseidon's freshwater friends.
So precise and complete statistics of the drownings of the Saco don't actually exist. The river is 135 or so miles long and winds through several counties, numerous towns in both New Hampshire and Maine before meeting the sea at Hills Beach, just below the city of Saco, Maine. But the legend dates back 1 to 3 centuries, depending on who you ask. So the 316-year-old curse was finally broken. The curse may have roots in a natural phenomenon, but one not unique to the river, called undertow by locals. So, you guys familiar with undertow?
Yeah,
No.
that happens at the ocean.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, so it's like different, and this is probably wrong. There's like different currents. So when you're in one, and then another one's underneath, and it like sweeps you under, and you can't get out of it. And
Yeah.
it like drags you out to sea.
So it's kind of like with the ocean where the waves are coming in and then going out. They're creating like a kind of a like a this thing.
Okay, I want to try to come up with an analogy here. So is it like that thing in Finding Nemo where like that turtle kind of goes through like the thing that goes fast?
That is a current for sure, but I don't know that that's what you would call undertow, because undertow is usually closer to the shore and usually pulls people that are at the beach under.
Okay.
So due to the Kuro River's narrow historical course, flowing through many rather deep gorges, there remains a much stronger current near the river's bed than near its surface, even in relatively shallow stretches.
Interesting.
The problem's compounded by the fact that dams along the river cause several of the deeper gouges to fill to a rather surprising depth, such as at the stretch just west and north of Pleasant Point Park in Buxton, Maine, caused by the reservoir of the Skeleton Dam, also known as Indian Cellar, because of the many rock overhangs the river had carved into local granite and that are now submerged. So you have the normal current up top, looks normal, and then all of a sudden the undercurrent's like really, really fast. So you get caught in that and it just pulls you under and you can't get out of it because it's going too fast.
That sounds kind of scary.
A little scary.
So
Yeah.
there's your actual like physical reason that people die in that river all the time is because it's a dangerous river.
Yeah.
But you know, Squanjo also said it's got to be the whites. They gotta go.
I like the idea of the spirits. I'm here for that. Just grasping your leg and towing you right back in.
Yes.
I'm here for that.
I prefer spirits over science sometimes.
Makes
That-
sense.
Absolutely, and I mean it's usually much more accurate.
Yeah.
And I mean they don't have any data on like how many people die. They just know it's at least 3.
Yeah. And like spirits could also be science that we just haven't figured out yet.
That's a really good point. We gotta get Dan Aykroyd in on this.
My problem is if this river was like dangerous, like putting a curse on that river is kind of like a moot point. Like it's like cursing a volcano. Anyone who falls in this volcano will die. It's like, yeah, it's a dangerous thing to fall into.
But what if the river wasn't dangerous up until that point? What if it was a very slow, gentle river that the natives were like, yeah, we get fish out of here and we canoe out of here and it's great and the spirits love us. And then the white dudes killed that baby and all hell broke loose.
I see. So it changed the river. It didn't change like fate necessarily, but it changed the river itself.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
okay.
my understanding.
Yeah, the spirits had pickaxes and they like dug down to make that undercurrent.
Okay. I don't believe in spirits, but I can accept that rationality.
Spirits can do whatever the fuck they want.
Nate doesn't believe in spirits because they haven't given him a treasure map yet.
No.
That's a callback. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
But listen, you need to manifest your own goddamn treasure map.
Wow, that's some fucking
That was
shit
deep.
That just
Yeah.
happened. You just got
You heard her.
you just got wrecked.
Well, this is the rivalry, right?
This is the rivalry.
Yeah.
It's strong.
Listen, I am manifesting blessings and abundance for me and Drea. Drea's doing it the same as well. If you want your treasure map, you got to manifest that shit yourself.
She's telling you the secret, man.
So I have to make my own ghost.
Yes. But
Wait,
like
wait.
don't do it through murder, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
like commune with some spirits and manifest that shit.
Well, technically, we're going to be opening up some shit in our story.
No. Well, yeah.
That's fine because it's his house.
Yeah, it's your house.
Seance?
We are going to be inviting some spirits in.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Might be interesting.